There is a number of reasons you might want to create checklists using Google Keep Notes. They are handy little to-do lists. I've seen them used as shopping lists, as rubric markers, as just like a sort of a little task list to make sure that you've got all the steps of a particular project covered, whatever it is you want to do. But it's handy because you can make those lists and then check off each of those items. They get sort of struck through and moved to the bottom of the list. So take a look at how that's going to work on both my browser and on mobile. What I can do on the browser here when I'm in Google Keep at the top is I see this Take a Note section, and the first little icon I get on that Take Note section is the New List button. So I'm going to hit that, and I can get a title going here. I'll call it, I don't know, my checklist. And here I can start just typing different items. So I don't know if I was going to ask about Google Apps, things that we use, Gmail. Hit enter, it immediately drops me to the next line. I can start adding new items to it. What else do we use? Sheets, Drive, Docs, Meet, all that stuff. And over on my phone here, you can see even though I'm not done the note, it's already popped up on my phone. It's already synced to the app, and I can start seeing that note over on this side of things. So I'm going to go ahead and say close. It will be added to my collection here of notes. And on my phone, what I could do, if I was going to create a new list, at the very bottom, I do see this check mark. And if I hit that check mark, I can tap that. I get the same thing again. I can start typing, hit enter, type, hit enter, and creating a new list that way. Or of course, I can go ahead and edit and manipulate the one that already exists. So I'm going to delete this one. Let me hit the three dots and choose delete. And this time, what I'll do is just open the list that currently exists and hit new list item. What's another Google thing that we might use? Sites is another one. And I'm sure there's more. We use Chrome all the time. There we go. And so if I was making this list because I was going to then do, say, a series of videos on it, maybe we use Google Keep. And then I come up to this list later and I decide that I've done some of them. Maybe I already did some stuff on Gmail, I can check that off. I'm working on Keep, I can check that one off. And maybe I already did stuff on Google Sites, so I'll check that off. And as I check each of them, they're being dropped down here on this list and getting struck out. And I can decide whether or not I want to view those as items or if I want to hide those items. And the same will be true over on the browser side of things. When I look at the browser over here, I click on that, everything's been, well, not everything. Those three have been completed, it recognized that, and it even collapsed the group just like I did on my phone. I can tap that to open them up again and see what it was that I did and then say, oh yeah, I've done Chrome too. Check that off. And so that way, these notes are of course completely synchronized because it's the same note like all the other stuff we use in Google in terms of sheets and docs and things. But this way I can update those lists, check off those items, and do all of that from either device, browser or from my phone. So really sort of flexible, handy way to use checklists. And although I'm not touching on it here, all these notes in Keep can be shared. So if you're doing a task list with somebody else, you can actually share this checklist with another person, and either one of you can be adding and removing items from that checklist.